In this video, I want to talk about some of the trials and tribulations and frustrations you go through in your first year of running or owning a landscaping business. The amount of stuff that comes at you at the same time, and the amount of skills you have to develop and learn, the amount of frustrations you go through where it feels like you're walking a tightrope over fire, and learning how to negotiate with clients, all different types and nationalities of clients that have different negotiation tactics, different income levels of clients, different types of landscape jobs you've never done. The amount you have to learn in real time is pretty crazy if you've never ran a business before. And then you might be terrified about getting insurance and terrified about paying taxes, terrified about you ain't even making enough to pay the bills, let alone put away for paying a CPA or to get a truck. Maybe you got trucks breaking down, you don't even got a landscape trailer, you can't afford a landscape trailer, you're piling it all in the back of your truck. Maybe you're running around scared and your lights are getting shut off and you don't even know what to do, and you're going crazy, and you might be posting ads on Craigslist and passing out flyers, but nobody's calling, and the bills are piling up, and you're gonna get evicted, and you don't even know if you should go back and get a job. It is really, really hard for an established business owner who has tons of clients and the phone's ringing off the hook. Yeah, it looks shiny from the outside, but even an established business owner, landscape business owner, is going through his own type of constant having to run on a bigger wheel constantly to keep the thing going, because he's still going out at night doing quotes, dealing with 100 phone calls, doing paperwork, doing QuickBooks, putting away for taxes, dealing with constant broken shit and employees not showing up. I mean, it is an absolute trap. In any level, it's just a bigger trap, and you make a little bit more money to compensate and pay for that. I never understood why I saw 40-year-old men walking around the grocery store with bags under their eyes. Like, I never understood it. And it really is, the irony in life and in business is phenomenal to me. It's just amazing. The one big thing I'm learning from successful people that I know is there is no pie in the sky. A very rich client of mine, I can't say his name. He took me for a ride in his Ferrari, and he was bitching at me the whole time saying, dreams are bullshit. Your head is up your ass, Keith. You got these big dreams, but dreams are bullshit. I'm like, dreams are bullshit? I never understood what that meant. Now I'm beginning to understand, and it's not to kill dreams. Dreams are great. It is that dreaming that one day, if you get a lot of money, or one day you have a landscaping business, that, oh, your life is going to be great and you'll be happy. There are only moments of happiness, but most of the time it's like you're trying to keep up. It's the society we live in and all that. If you want to go live in the woods, I guess you can go do that and just be peaceful. And I understand that keeping up with the Joneses is it's a real funny thing. I don't want to get into that stuff. It's the matrix we live in. I'm all into all the crazy stuff too, but it's really hard. It's really frustrating. Maybe you sell a good landscape job and you made $500 or $400 profit in a day, and then your backpack blower gets stolen or blows up, or maybe your truck breaks down. It never ever ends. So plan for the worst and expect the best, and run your ass off like a squirrel socking nuts away for the winter, because the winter is coming. And I think that the more and more you push your time perspective back, because the number one determining factor of success, from what I learned by Brian Tracy, was an amazing motivational guy. He said time perspective is what they figured out is the biggest thing. Like an alcoholic on the bar stool drinking shots is literally only thinking about like the moment. Your average employee is only thinking about maybe a week, Friday, or maybe a month. But the farther you start thinking out your life and time and saying every micro decision affects every macro decision, everything you do now affects then you start getting real flippin' serious about, real serious about, what decisions are you making? And to me, it's become kind of a sickness where it's hard for me to even enjoy myself on the weekend, because I'm like, oh my God, the clock's ticking. I got to run every single second of every single day. And that's one of the traps you can get inside of being your own business, because you're never off, you're always on. And the experienced business owners I talk to, they're like, dude, you got to learn how to shut it off once in a while, or you're gonna go nuts. And I've experienced that too. You're gonna experience that. because now for the first time in your life, you have an opportunity to go work overtime and make money and make 18 or 28 or 3,800 bucks in a week. You have an opportunity to pay off those debts that those debt collectors are calling you, freaking you out, man. You have an opportunity to finally get out of the hole, and once you get a taste of that freedom, you become like a madman walking, like Mel Gibson or something. And it really just, like, I've ran myself into the ground. I'm 100 hours a week, dude. Don't get home till 11 o'clock at night running. Wake up on a Sunday morning and just start doing paperwork and running, because you run and work like someone else is working 100 hours a week to take it all away from you. That's what I'm talking about. So, can't stop. So fired up. Like, people who just sit around, like, that's I can't even believe somebody could sit around, and I really think that they're just not aware of how serious one small catastrophe could put you out on the street. One physical illness could make you lose everything. Like, you got to keep your bases covered, and maybe the only reason when we're young is ignorance is bliss, right? Ignorance is, you can go out and have fun and play and just not have a care in the world, is because you're not really aware. And, you know, phenomenal, man. I remember my grandfather, old Grandpa Kelfus, sitting there with bags under his eyes in Czechoslovakian, bitching at me at the kitchen table. I'm just a little kid eating a bowl of oatmeal. He's trying to, like, tell me how to eat proper and shit. I remember when I was a little kid, I had a piggy bank. It was ceramic, a big blue piggy bank, and the thing somehow got smashed into a million pieces. And I was crying and shit because I had quarters in it. I was like a little kid who wet the bed for too long, and I got like 50 cents or $1 in quarters every time I didn't wet the bed, and I learned real quick. The thing broke, quarters went all over the place. I don't wet the bed anymore, but okay, so only on the weekends. I'm just playing. But my dad stayed up all night with glue and pieced the whole thing back together, man, and it was an amazing thing. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But see, when I was a little kid, I used to take these model airplanes. I love airplanes and G.I. Joes. I had a Lamborghini waterbed at one point in my life. I can't believe I actually got that thing. But I used to take model airplanes and fly them around the house and jump them off the countertops and go and make all the sound effects and shit. And I think that's the great thing about maybe having kids or something, because you can live that again through them. Like, I got my little nephew Sebastian, you see in the videos. I love this little kid, and I pick him up to fly around the house, the airplane with him when he laughs. It's so joyous. And so that's the joy that you get. Family. Alright, dude, I gotta go. I'm getting all ADD on you now, and shit, it's crazy. Alright, peace.